Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I am Callie, this is Callie's Collectibles Reviews, and today I'm going to take a look at another Marvel Legend that I picked up recently, the wonderful Lady Deathstrike. I know this character more so from the animated series than the comic books, but with having Wolverine in my collection, I needed a Lady Deathstrike. So I'm going to jump over to the review station and take a closer look at this figure. See you in a minute. Okay, so here we go then. There's Lady Deathstrike, and there's the packaging that she came in. We'll take a quick look at that like we always do. You can see it's from the Build-A-Figure Zenmu Wave, Marvel Legends. There's the Build-A-Figure piece. I'm not going to bother trying to collect all the pieces for that because it's quite an oldish wave now, and to be quite honest, I don't know the characters, so I don't really have the drive to go, oh, I need to complete that one. But you can see there it says Marvel Supervillains, Lady Deathstrike. Some lovely artwork on the side. Same this side. And then you have a quick little bio with that piece of artwork on the back. There you go. There's the artwork in full. Very nicely done artwork, I will say that. But then you can see here at the bottom of the packaging, there's the Build-A-Figure, what it will look like when you finished it. And to get all the pieces, you need all of these figures. Well, I say all of them. You need all of them bar Doctor Doom because, well, he doesn't come as a Build-A-Figure piece. So, yeah, if you want just a white-suited Doctor Doom on his own, you don't need the Build-A-Figure piece. But if you want any of these others, you will end up with a Build-A-Figure piece knocking around. But that is pretty much it for the packaging. Excuse me, still suffering with my sore throat. Right, on to the figure herself. And I gotta say, I'll just get her into a nice little neutral pose here. Oh. There we go. Okay, so there we have Yuriko Ogama, otherwise known as Lady Deathstrike. So let's take a closer look at the head. Let me turn my light on, hold on. There we go. Very, very nicely done head sculpt, I will say. I mean, just the paint is spot on. There's no real blemishes to it, really. And I love how the lipstick in the light kind of has that slight silver sheen to it. I don't know how well it's coming across on camera, but you can see there on the bottom lip. There's a hair. And I love the way they've worked in this cybernetic detail in here. I love how they've worked all that in. They've done the same on here on the arms for that. I mean, very kind of basic costume, really, but that's the design of the character. And I think it works quite well here. But I mean, literally this is what the figure comes with. There's no accessories. There's no alternate heads or hands or anything. You literally get her and the Build-A-Figure piece, and that's it. So that's why I didn't even bother like touching, oh, here's accessories, because that's it. This is what you get. But amazing, amazing figure. I mean, as you can see, the nails are done very well. Her adamantium claws. The wrap around her waist is done quite well. But there you go. That's pretty much it for the figure detail-wise. Now we'll go over articulation. And again, Marvel Legends, you should know what to expect by now. But the head can look that far down. If you use the ball joint, because it's a ball joint and hinge there, you can get her to look quite a ways up. Excuse me, I need a drink. There we go. But yeah, and a little bit of tilt for attitude. Arms can do a full 360, but you kind of have to take into account that this although it's a softer piece, it's not like really soft. So she can get a full 360 out of her arms, but you have to be really careful with what you're doing. And plus, there's like ratchets in these joints. But you do get a swivel at the bicep there, covered very, very nicely by that red sash, I want to call it. But yeah, you get a single jointed elbow. But, oh, these are very, very stiff. And the plastic here is very, very thin. To the point where I actually thought I was going to break it trying to get this joint to move. The first time I got this out of the packaging, I was like, damn, that is a tight joint. That's what she said. But yeah, and you get wrists. Now, the cool thing about her wrist is you kind of get, depending on how you have it angled, you can either have it up and down. Like that. Or on this wrist, they've actually got it so that the joint goes up and down. So you can kind of do that. But again, it all depends on how you orientate it. So, I mean, that's a neat little touch. You can kind of get a fighting stance out of her with it. If you use those joints together, it works kind of well. But there you go. You don't actually have a upper diaphragm joint or anything, just due to the way the costume is sculpted and everything. But you do get like a ball joint at the waist here, so you get tilt, that far back, not really much forward. Legs can go that far forward, not really back unless you want to go out to the side and back. You get thigh rotation there, double jointed knees, same both sides obviously, and forward facing pin for ankle articulation. So yeah, I mean that's pretty much it for Deathstrike as she comes out of the packaging. No accessories, no alternate heads, just the Build-A-Figure piece and the figure herself. So there's not really much more I can say about it, but I'll do some quick comparisons with some other Marvel Legends and see what you think. Okay, so for comparison with another villain from the Marvel Universe, here she is with the Taskmaster that I have in my collection. Looks pretty well, yeah, pretty good together, not too bad. And here she is with the brown-suited Marvel Retro Wave Wolverine. I think they look pretty damn good together. I mean, it's a classic showdown, Deathstrike versus Wolverine, so yeah. Jump out now and give you my final thoughts. Okay then, so that was my review of the Marvel Legends Supervillains Lady Deathstrike. Yeah, pretty damn good figure. I mean, it's a very basic costume, very basic character design, but that is, in of itself, part of the appeal of Marvel Legends, is you get these comic book styled characters on your shelf, in your collection, and yeah, I think this works pretty well. It's a nice simple brown lined suit, little skull cap, head. It's basic, but at the same time, it works. So sometimes less is more. Bear that in mind, Hasbro, when you're working on future Marvel Legends. Sometimes less is more. Well, when it comes to accessories and other pieces, then more is always more. More is always more. But yeah, pretty impressive figure, goes very well with my Wolverine, which is the reason why I bought it, because of the animated TV series and the comic books. Just her versus Wolverine to me is an iconic fight. So that's it for today. I'm gonna disappear now, and I shall see you next time in my next review. Mwah. Love you all. Bye for now, everyone.